Hello and welcome to my channel, and if you have already been to my channel, then welcome back. My name is Karina and I'm an expert in public relations and mass communications, and in this video we're going to talk about perspective and how you should perceive certain behaviors in particular, but in inappropriate treatment of you or of anybody else. So the first advice that I have is switch the perspective. So when somebody gives you a bad comment or a bad statement or asks you an inappropriate question or whatever they're doing that's inappropriate or that is bad treatment of you, don't make it about yourself. Don't start thinking about yourself. Start thinking about what they're showing. So the problem is not about you. The problem is that they're behaving inappropriately. You are not the one in question, they are. You're not the one that should prove your intention, they are. Okay? So let's say they're asking inappropriate question or maybe personal question that you don't want to reveal the details in front of somebody who is not your close person. You shouldn't start excusing yourself or start trying to think how to answer to that question. Instead of this, call them out and immediately put them in question. And you can say something like, why do you think it's appropriate to ask this kind of personal question? Or why are you asking this? Or why do you need to know this? Or let's say maybe you're in a work environment, you can ask, excuse me, what does this have to do with our work or with the project that we're doing here? Okay? So instead of getting to overly explaining mode, turn it about them, because it is truly about their behavior. They're the ones that are misbehaving, okay? So call that out and make it about their wrong rather than about how you should answer a question that you don't want to answer or it's inappropriate to ask in the first place. Because certain questions, it's not that you're hiding something, it's that things are so personal that you just don't want to reveal them in front of everybody. But it may not be about question, it may be about some kind of a comment or something else, certain statement. Anything that it can be about, turn it about the other person. You can say, for example, why do you think this kind of statement is okay? You know? So you make it about them, you make it about their behavior. So that brings me to the second point. Don't make it about the content, make it about the behavior. Let's say the situation is you're on a business meeting or on some kind of a conference and somebody makes inappropriate comment about somebody else's body or something like this. And it is completely out of place and it is in front of everybody. Let's say they point out that this other person is overweight or something of this matter. Or let's say that this person, somebody, asks inappropriate question, very personal question, in the middle of the meeting or whatever the situation is. Don't make it about the content or the question or what they want to address. Make it about their behavior. Let's say very often if somebody addresses somebody else's body or the fact that they are, let's say, overweight or the fact that their body is certain shape, very often this person, because they are rude by nature, they will start excusing themselves with things like, but I'm telling the truth. It is not about the truth. It is not about is this true or not. It is about the fact that it is not appropriate to bring it up on a business meeting. So this is where your focus should be. It is not about you are personally insulted, because first of all that shows weakness and the other person is going to start tapping on that weakness. They're going to start using that weakness against you. So it's not about that. It is about appropriation. It is about, this is not the time and place to talk about, period. Or let's say the personal question. Somebody is asking you a personal question. Or maybe they are asking you in a way that they make assumption about you that is not true. It is about your personal life. It is not about if this assumption is true or not, because you're a grown-up person and you shouldn't have to explain yourself about your personal life to anybody, right? So it is not about that. It is about the fact that it's inappropriate to bring it on a business meeting, and there's time and place, and there's also a specific people that are a little closer to you that you're going to discuss those topics with. Okay, so when somebody tries to put you down in this kind of way, maybe not only you, but anybody, address the behavior, don't address the content. Don't make it about how you feel, this is an insult, make it about that person's behavior. The behavior is wrong. It is not how you feel, because that could be directed to anybody else. Because a lot of times it is like, oh yeah, but why are you so sensitive about this? You think this about you if you're insulted, right? Very often this is about that. Well, it is not about am I personally insulted. It is about the behavior that is inappropriate, because right now, maybe I'm not personally insulted, but tomorrow you're gonna tell it to somebody else. And let's say you say the same thing to a younger person who is insecure about themselves, and you create some kind of an issue, like some kind of eating disorder or something like that. That's very possible, right? If you're allowing somebody to just make comments like that, it is very possible that you can bring somebody an eating disorder, right? You don't know that other person's psychological state. So you don't make it about you, how you feel. You make it about the behavior, because the behavior is inappropriate. The comment is inappropriate. The personal question is inappropriate. So make it about that. Switch the perspective and make it about the person's behavior. The person who has the inappropriate behavior, who asks the inappropriate questions, or who makes the inappropriate statements, they should explain themselves, not you. They should be held accountable, not you. And make sure you're really clear about that, because this is how you show strength, and this is how you show that you cannot be messed with, but also this is how you show certain value system. And the third point is, watch out how others respond and other people's reaction. Because if the others within the environment are more likely to defend the person who is wrong rather than you, who are calling them out, then what does this tell you about the environment that you're in? I think I have mentioned in previous videos that you should be in the correct environment for you. And it is within your rights to choose the environment with the right people, right? Regardless of if it is about workplace or about circle of friends. You have the right to choose the right environment for you. Well, let's say somebody is obviously wrong. You're calling out the behavior because you don't want to meet this behavior in the environment that you're in, but now others are minimalizing it, or others are defending this behavior instead of you who are calling it out. What does this tell you about the environment? So it is not about this one person being wrong once, it is about what is going to be normalized. Okay? So this is for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. You can leave a comment down below and let me know what you think on the topic. Also, you can like and share this video, and you can subscribe for my channel. Also, I will leave a link below to my website so that you can learn more about me and what I'm doing. Thank you very much and have a great day.